chances are that we read the system of the bad eggs, some other bad eggs will get onto the system. Who are those actually responsible for corrupting the good ones in such agencies? 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. I take that again. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Feel free to join the conversation via WhatsApp and Telegram. The WhatsApp and Telegram number remains 0809 030 6416 080 90306416. You can join the conversation on Twitter as well. Twitter handle is at NigeriaInfoPH, and the Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Do well to turn down the volume of your radio set as you call and be audible so we can hear you. Nigeria Info. Oh, so sorry about that. Nigeria Info, good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Didi.
Good afternoon.
Solution, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We're talking about solution.
Yes, please.
I don't want to go to history of what they've been doing. So, for me, I would say the recruitment process has to be looked into. Secondly, the DPOs in every police station should at least have a routine training for, let's say, 3 months. And this training should be done by lawyers. I mean, lawyers should be included in this training. Maybe the NDAs as well. That's my contribution. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you, too. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you. Welcome. Hello? Nigerian Info, good afternoon. Welcome.
Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mr. Mano. I'm calling you from Remote Maya.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. My own suggestion as a solution to this is, if possible, that the police will be responsible to their responsibilities by one. If you are coming in from Owerri to Port Harcourt, you will see police as business people. What we have there is collecting points, no longer checkpoints. They are not up to a pole to each other. And you must give them money, or they will want to find out fault from you that will make them to collect more money from you. Now, if there will be a check by the police provost, checking them, making sure that those who are the post are doing their legitimate job, and they must have a sign of checkpoint ahead. If you are approaching a checkpoint, you will know there's a checkpoint ahead of you in so and so kilometers. And when you get there, you meet a checkpoint. And there must be a look back, like they're watching the back of the people they are post there to do their legitimate jobs. Because as it stands now, to be honest, police is no longer anybody's friend. Rather, they are there to rip us off. And I think they are contributing to the high rate of price of foods in the market, because if you monitor how they are exporting those who are coming in with goods and others, you will know reason why goods that come into the States are very expensive.
Okay.
So they should do something about that, please.
All right, then. Thank you so much for your contribution. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
I thought they called from Abua.
You're welcome, Itode.
I see a program because what happened to Abua, the police station there,
involved, most of the police men and women involved in one crime, they steal computers that was stored in one good house.
Wait, you say police people stole computers?
One building that is nearby at the police station.
Okay.
And the DPO covered them. Why? Those people supposed to go on trial. The DPO covered those police women and boys.
Wait, let me understand you. Are you saying police people and boys stole, or only police people stole computers?
They involved them, the police got people. They stole the computers, that were stored in that house.
Did you see them stealing the computers?
They caught them.
They caught them. Who caught them?
Other of their colleagues.
Oh, okay. Other police officers caught them.
The matter is in a police division police station there, and they covered them till today. So nothing to.
Oh, okay. So having said that, how do you think that these bad eggs can be eradicated from the system, so we don't have policemen who are engaged in crime anymore?
It's left for the police authority to do something.
Yeah, what is the something they should do?
When doing the recruitment, they're supposed to at least get some of those police, ask them about their character.
Their character. So hold on. Let me guess. It's all that if I'm going to apply to be recruited into the Nigeria police force, and you ask me if I have stolen before, you think I would tell you no?
Let the police authority now do.
Okay, I understand it's all there. The question of how is your character answered by the person who has the character may most times not be the truth. I'm being honest here. Everybody wants to put their best foot forward, especially when they're trying to impress, right? Everybody wants to claim to be the best, especially when they know what is at stake. So, like I said before now, it used to be a thing of pride having someone in the Nigerian police force. Like, you know somebody. And this goes beyond knowing someone to call when someone tries to intimidate you. This was the time when officers were respected because they were known to uphold the law. And this is not to say that we didn't have a few bad eggs back then. But these days, it seems like, this thing is escalating. Now, even if someone is recruited, passes the exam, goes through the training, is proven in character to serve and protect lives and properties of ordinary Nigerians, the chances are that in no distant time, these said men or women will be corrupt. So who are those responsible for corrupting the good ones? So that if we have good people in the force and the old bad eggs are eradicated, we wouldn't have a repeat of history. What that simply means is we wouldn't have more bad eggs come up again. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. Let's see. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Zion, good afternoon to you.
Mr. Zion, you're welcome. Go ahead.
The lie we have been telling ourselves, some are good, some are bad eggs. That is a lie. All of them are bad. All of them, none of them is good inside them. And I challenge anybody in a public debate. Let me pose this question to you. In the second point, you see them collecting 10 naira, 20 naira.
No, sorry, they don't collect 10 naira or 20. Are you in 2020, 2000 or 2023?
How much are you collecting now?
I think it's 100 naira to 200
Okay.
naira. Yeah.
The place they are collecting is 100 naira. Have you seen any of them say, no, please collect? The conduct of police does not permit that. We are here for stop and search. Have you seen anything like that? Any second point, anybody should call and challenge Mr. Zion now. Where they are collecting money from drivers or from whoever. Have you seen one that told the person collecting, no, colleague, don't collect this money. It's going to distort our profession. We don't do this here. Have you heard that? In the police station that they told you bail is free. Maybe some of us yeah. Writer 1 or writer 2. Have you seen writer 1 collecting money and bring tissue paper, bring this, and writer 2 told him, no, don't do this. Bail is free. Have you seen that? And you come and tell me that some are bad eggs, some are good eggs. Until the day we fix the head of the police is the problem. Not these ones at the down. These ones at the down are only running an errand signed to them by the one top there. By the grace of God, I grew up in the military. When you talk about military background, army, police, air force, then they are growing up as a child. My uncle used to be a commissioner of police. He works with pride. He's dead though, but his name is still available in the community of the day. Why? Integrity. You see, those days, as a police officer, there's a certain rank you get to before you start thinking of owning a car. But today, a man they just put into the police, just parade, or just pass through or pass out. He just have the uniform. He wants to drive the car. He wants to buy a building. This is the problem. We need to fix this. Look at them, even using Android phone. How much is your salary? And number 2, we put too much burden on these people from the family background. Too many poor families. And we now see these services as a narrow escape for poverty. Most of them came into the job, for June, and man go manage this work. Since work no day. These are the poor mentalities we have into the system. Before you know, they'll start collecting money. Before you know, as long as your father's name is Abraham, if you commit a crime as a police, somebody will come, they will remove you from this station, take you down to Zamfara.
Okay, so Mr. Zion, at the roots of all of these problems, I think you have mentioned something. Are you saying only rich people should be recruited into the Nigerian police force?
No.
Okay.
No. The recruitment process is not the problem.
What then is the problem?
The recruitment process should be a refining process. You must do whatever, carry back character from your house, no care. But as you come here, this is regimental, where you obey to order. We respect the Constitution. The police does not respect the Constitution of Nigeria. They did not even respect the act that created this Nigerian police in 1976, 1974, or 1967. They don't even respect to that. People will say the police is the oldest and forces in the Nigerian military regiments. If the head, today we have head now in the Nigerian police, that we say, look, I don't want all these people are complaining is too much, Mr. Zion is complaining too much. Today, we must uphold integrity in Nigerian police. My sister, that in Nigerian police go better. But as long as for now, nothing we can do, even if you complain. Oh, I want to ask you, what is the police control room number? Do you have it? They will give you a phone number. Should you have a phone number? And we are needing what? It's, my goodness me. See, my sister, for now, the only way you can escape their problem, get your papers, document correct. If you don't know, go and meet a road safety officer. If you don't want their problem, sleep early. If they see them, they come, don't smile. Because even if you frown, you're in problem. If you don't smile, you're in problem.
So hold on. Mrs. Zion, from all you have said, the focus should not be on eradicating the bad eggs. The focus should be on avoiding the bad eggs.
Who is the bad egg? That is the
okay.
question.
Oh, you said everybody in the force is a bad egg. Okay.
Not one is good.
Not one is good. So avoid the entire police force. All right. Point taken.
The only way to avoid them do the right
Do
thing.
the right thing. But even people who do the right thing. See, if I haven't experienced this, a police officer is asking you, you want to teach me my work? Come down! Come down! You will sleep here today. You will sleep here today. Your papers are complete, your license is there, everything is there. And this goes beyond the checkpoints. Let's not make it a situation of the checkpoints only. In this state, someone is telling you that a police officer extorted 620,000 from him. In this state, someone is saying that 4 police officers are being paraded for extorting 6-point-something million naira. You can imagine. I mean, you. It's easy to say, oh, we caught internet fraudsters with a set sum of XYZ. Oh, we caught this person with this said amount. Oh, we caught some criminals. But saying that 4 officers accused, and if investigations are done, just maybe they're guilty. This is supposed to be law enforcement. That's why I'm taking it back to the beginning. I do know for a fact that every organization or institution will have bad eggs. And I don't believe that, as Mr. Zion has opined, that the entire law enforcement agency corrupt. No, I don't believe that. I believe that there are some bad eggs. But one would expect that it would not stem from a law enforcement agency. No, not at all. Because they know the law. They should stand for the law. They should uphold the law. They should enforce the law. If any other person will be guilty of extortion, it shouldn't be an officer of the law. If any other person is guilty of harassment, it shouldn't be an officer of the law. If any other person is guilty of criminal activities, it shouldn't be an officer of the law. If any other person is caught in the web of bribery and corruption, it shouldn't be an officer of the law. Hence the question. This is the reality. How can these bad eggs be completely eradicated from law enforcement agencies in Nigeria? And then again, let's assume we eradicate these ones. We do not want a repeat. We do not want them to be corrupted again, or the new ones that will be pumped into the system to be corrupt. Who are those responsible for corrupting the good ones in these agencies? Once again, the numbers 0817 93 0002 and 0817 93 0003. We also have 0817 923 0002. Permit me to read your WhatsApp messages, and then let me start with your Facebook messages, and then when we come from the news break, we probably will take your WhatsApp messages. How do I do this now? Okay. So this one is from Nelson Mibo. I have seen the policemen taking money from people by force. Alan Opoyibo says, good morning, Nigerian 4FM. We have to do an honest and sincere screening again and remove those with bad character. Interesting. Nigerian 4, good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. Turn off your radio set, please.
Yeah, good day.
Good day to you too. Turn off your radio set, please.
Yes, I've turned it off.
All right, go ahead.
My name is Graham, and I'm calling you from Rumolumeni.
You're welcome.
I've been listening to your program, and I have something to contribute concerning eradicating these bad eggs. There is no process that can be completed without pointing fingers at the superior officers.
Okay.
Most of these officers you see at the checkpoint are being posted by the superior officers, the DPOs and the station officers and whatever. And they are all given a mandate
you must bring back returns.
When you say mandate, it sounds like they went to open a ministry.
Yes, so my dear, if you don't bring back returns, they will post you to a place where you know it will cover. So everybody, even if you're good, immediately your DPO has posted you to a particular position, whether it's a bus stop or whatever, you expect returns. So if you don't bring it, you will get to his back book. And that is because you don't want that to happen. Even if you're a good person, you just see it as a norm and start collecting them just to keep your work. Then secondly, talking about eradicating bad eggs, my dear, the reason why some officers commit certain crimes and you find out that the superior officers, in one way or the other, try to cover this case or die when it has not gotten to the ears of the journalists, is because if they investigate deeper, they will find out that their bosses are involved. So the bosses are not doing them a favor by trying to cover the case, but the bosses are also trying to cover their own act. So if we want to eradicate this act, then there should be another. If you consider abroad, you find FBI, you see CIA, and if a particular case is handled by a particular agency or force within 24 hours or 48 hours, and it has not been drawn to a conclusion, another agency takes over. If we have another one of such, like the state police and whatever you call it, if we have such things, they will be on their toes. Okay. And they know that if this thing is not handled quickly, another agency will come in, which will not spare them. And the law should also apply or introduce new norms, new whatever conditions, that if an officer of the law, if he caught in any criminal activity for any reason at all, the punishment should be worse than experience.
Okay.
If these things are put in place and properly followed up, by the time 1-2 persons are being punished, you see others trying to sit up. And this posting to roadside and street, my dear, is from the top. It's not from the
All right, thank you very much. We come back to this conversation after trending stories. Just stay tuned to us. We are Nigeria Info. Continue with the conversation. Engage with the conversation on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Just stay tuned to us.
Express yourself right here on Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. From the economic capital of West Africa.
previous hour. Thank you for joining us again. Or will I say, welcome back to the conversation. What are we discussing on the sunny side this hour? We're trying to round up the conversation, but it's hinged around the eradication of bad eggs in law enforcement agencies in Nigeria. And I am asking, how can bad eggs be completely eradicated from these law enforcement agencies, and who are those responsible for corrupting the good ones in such agencies? So, if I open the phone lines and I say everyone should share their personal experience on how they have been extorted by 9 members of the Nigerian police force and all the criminal activities they may have witnessed some officers of the law engage in, I'm sure we may not finish today. However, the focus is on what should be done. So these stories, I think, of the past. Someone on WhatsApp says, I need to say something. I was victimized on Sunday. They saw money in my hand and accused me of money laundering. They took me to the station and made me spend 100K for bailout. Just 200K they found in my hand. So you had to part with half of the money they found in your hand. So now this bailout money, I want to know, who was it paid to? So in this person's explanation, I told them I do POS. They no agree. Since they saw money in my hand, they say it's money laundering. Who was this money paid to? Was it those people that arrested you, you gave it to them and they say you can go? I mean, innocent citizens should be able to go about their businesses and not be scared that someone in the police force will have access to their mobile phones, open their mobile app, check their account balance, and tell them that, oh, bring your card, put your PIN, or you transfer to this account, or put money in this POS. Or people should be able to walk around with cash. Maybe they are going to the bank to deposit it, or like this person is a POS operator who needed cash for his business. I shouldn't be afraid of the law enforcement. I should see a law enforcement officer and run to this person for safety. Right? So I'm not afraid of armed robber now. I'm afraid of law enforcement that will see the money in my hands and accuse me of being a criminal and make me pass with the said amount of money. Does it make any sense? I'm sure it doesn't. Over to WhatsApp. I'll come back to the phone lines. Diddy compliments. During the recruitment process, some form of pranks should be deployed to find out the bad eggs among them. The police authority should be dynamic in process. Henry, the weatherman. My name is Ashaka Sylvester. The only way to eradicate this is for the police to be single-handedly stop corruption within themselves. And nobody else, because no one else can change them but themselves. Someone says all the police bad eggs should be cracked, destroyed and thrown away because bad egg stinks. This one says, I challenge Mr. Zion. It is not all the police officers that are bad eggs. I have passed several checkpoints where the officers didn't collect a dime from anybody. It is bad to say all of them are bad eggs because of the criminal nature of some of the bad officers. I hate this kind of generalization. Biko, Chief Obio Owen. Nigerian Info, good afternoon. Welcome, go ahead. Good afternoon.
Chief Obio.
You're welcome.
The problem is not just it's we civilians. Cannot change police because 2/3 of driving license. That is the reason why police collect money, and that is the easier way. That is one. 2, you go to police station, police brought you to police and tell you this is your crime. You wouldn't even want to know why you commit such crime. You will pay money. You will first go and tell police and pay you 20,000 to release me 100,000. This is what happened. But when we are saying, we say police do this, police do that, they are the cause of it. We, not just the police. Really, truly, there are sometimes police are something above what they're supposed to do. We have criminals in the police,
but not all of them. Majority of them are good too. Because I've gone to police where you see a policeman will ask very rightly. Yes, do you know they settle cases in police? Why they don't take money? They don't take money because that is their job. Except the case cannot be settled in police, so they go to court. It's only those bad people that are spoiling police. People will carry something incriminating, go outside. At the end of the day, they only believe that they will bribe police and go their way. So, and the police used to take the bribe, you call them bad person. So that is the truth about the case. So to end it is if we start to end our criminal being. That is it. Thank you.
All right, thank you too. Let's see. Nigerian phone. Hello, good afternoon. Go ahead. Good afternoon.
My name is Mr. Christian.
Mr. Christian, you're welcome.
Yeah. In the first place, I am not a police officer, and I don't have any of my relatives that is a police officer. We cannot conclude by saying all the whole police officers are corrupt. I am a driver. I'm a student. I surprised. I ask myself, is this my police or British police? See, you are a journalist. I drive bus. I don't know whether you know Ramadi behind that shopping editing.
I know you're
there's one team that used to stay that place. That surprised me. I asked if they are Nigerian or foreign police. You know what happened? I read the checking point. Just the checking point, I bring that other naira, give it to them. After giving to them, they said, the organizer they arrest me. Why should I give them money? The government is paying them. They are doing their work. They not ask me anything. They just want to see my face and see how I experience. Then I give them money. Why should I give them money? They have to me. Somebody have to come and beg from somewhere before they release me. Now, what I'm saying is this. In terms of eradicating the corruption in police, they should be rewarding the good ones. So the bad ones will learn from it. Thank you.
All right. Eradicate the good one. What did he say? So that the bad ones will learn from it. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Yes. I don't want to mention my name because post officer.
I can barely hear you. Could you please speak up? Thank you very much.
Okay. I said I don't want to mention my name because one of the police officers, I just to recruit, but I just want to contribute a little.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. A newly recruited police officer. Go ahead.
Yes. So there is something that just touched me. I just want to share it on air. So based on how this is going rampant, like when we recruit, and after recruit they send us to have our various units like our local government. But where I am, the problem we are having is that most of our ASP DSP that they have already. When we recruit, the only thing that we push based on normally you must obey it. And we tell you to do work like to collect this money and you cannot detect them or say no. Because they are already there. So the only thing is that you now start to inherit with that character.
Wait,
Because
are you
there,
saying that your senior officers will tell you to collect money?
Yes.
From civilians?
Then like one of that, like if you come out, we start in the vehicle, and you will be pushed in and stand at the middle of the road, and because of you are already been obligated to do this, and that is what we do. So because because people are putting out everybody, both normally this thing cannot stop. Both the people that are being recruited, they even get
So hold on. Let me get something straight. Are you saying that your primary duty is not to protect people? Your primary duty is not to stop crime and catch bad guys. Your primary duty is to collect money as instructed by your superior officers.
That is the answer I'm coming. Even right when you are at the point of that starting of the vehicle. But like seriously, there is something that taught me that made me so poor. The orientation from then.
So hold on. Let me ask you this. At the point when you refuse to do as your superior officers have instructed you to do, what happens?
Like seriously, you can.
You cannot refuse.
Being a recruit, you are afraid of it. You cannot. Because they will tell you that they are teaching you the work. Learning from them,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. They are teaching you the work of extortion. That's the work now, eh? So hold on.
The thing is very obvious.
So how long have you been with the police force?
Just 2 years now.
2 years? You're no longer a new recruit now. Someone that is.
No, why? I know the reason why I say I'm just good because 2 years, man. 2 years you are still under them. You understand?
Yeah,
no matter anything, I know why.
So you're not stationed at the office. You are usually on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
digital media.
That is just because all these. Let me say all these checkpoints, both the checkpoints under the flyover that we all sense that we always have our headman there.
Wow.
And when he's there, he's there to observe all the work.
Wow, this is really thank you for sharing this. I now understand why you chose to remain anonymous from the very beginning. So he calls himself a new recruit. He's been with the force for 2 years now. And it's not like he can refuse. They are teaching him the work. So the work is not protection, as he has said. I didn't say it. He said it. The work is extortion. Interesting. Back to Facebook messages. Gina's MZ says, I don't really think the bad eggs can be completely eradicated because even their boss in the office still have their share in their legal act. So how can they be punished when caught? Okay, we're rounding off. Good afternoon, Denise. The truth is that anyone found guilty should be treated with the full weight of the law. A criminal is a criminal, whether civilian or police. Justice must be served. Good afternoon, Didi. Hope you're well. Personally, I don't think we can totally eradicate the bad eggs in our security institutions because even in more advanced countries, we still hear about the high-handedness of officers. However, they can be reduced with the following steps. 1. The recruitment process should be thorough. People should not join the force as a last option because they think life has not been fair to them. 2. Psycho-evaluation should be done frequently. 3. Welfare should be enough to meet their immediate needs. 4. Very strong penalties should be aligned and carried out to erring officers. Do the right thing. In 2015, I was put behind bars at Iwafe police station because I told police officers that they were wrong to have arrested people doing sanitation exercises during the usual end of the month sanitation. Even when you do the right thing, you go still collect. I had 2 of my friends arrested for just walking on the road. One paid 20K. And was released. The other was taken to Elele, where he spent days before he was able to reach out to us for his release. Niger police no sabi do the right thing, oh. Hello, Denise. The good officers are the ones that carry Madame's bags and follows her to the market. The good officers are the ones being posted to remote villages and towns. The corrupt ones are the ones you see mounting roadblocks on our roads. It's a systematic problem, and the solution should start from the top. This one says, if a police officer as one of the members of my family, nothing will stand on my way for me not to poison him because they are not just wicked, but they are dangerous. Papilla from Bonny Island, please don't go around poisoning anybody. Please. Wow. So someone just sent a message to the Nigeria Info WhatsApp number, and the person claims that These are police involved in both fire activities. So you know what we're going to do? We'll send this to the newsroom and we will do our own findings. And should it be said to be true, we'll know how to take it up from there. This one says, good afternoon, Didi. Destiny from Port Harcourt. My music director would always say that if the choir doesn't sing well, a part, maybe sopranos or altos, shouldn't say I was singing well. It's just the others that were not singing well. For me, I will generalize it because if one section isn't doing their job, it means the whole police or law enforcement agency isn't doing its job. If the innocent ones know these corrupt officers, they should point them out and not say it's their thing. I'll just do my own the right way. Mostly it's from the superior officers that instruct the junior ones, and the corruption comes from them. If they refuse, they will be blacklisted and potentially losing out in promotions because they are still under the corrupt seniors. Thank you. I'll take 2 final calls and then read the final messages, and that'll be all for this conversation. Nigerian Info, good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Solomon is my name.
Solomon, welcome.
Yeah. Your discussion this afternoon is a very interesting discussion. Let me start from where my brother discussed now before the break. That's my dear brother Zion. My sister, when we say police are bad eggs, if you are telling me that, like what my brother is saying, that there is no even good one in the police, I would say no. That's automatically you are telling that there's no good man in Nigeria. That is what my brother is trying to make me to know. But I know that yes, Nigeria police is corrupt. Yes. But out of inside the corrupt, there are still good police.
So how do we bring an end to the corrupt ones?
This is where you are not coming. That I knew when I asked Zion this question, he could not able to decide where can we bring an end to it, my dear sister. If we bring an end to the top, how do we say the top? Let us call the spade a spade. That's why today, if we get this police issue right for the top, like what he said, that the young officers, the boss will tell you, will give the assignment now. But I'm getting 150,000 this week. What you have pointed out, that is it. But there are still some, you at the top, they will not do that. They are not, look, if you want me to mention him, I will mention him. He's a big man.
You don't have to mention any name, but go ahead.
He's a big man. Look, I have a feeling. If I say, let's go,
okay, thank you. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you and welcome. It was taking forever to hit the nail on the head. Hello, good afternoon. Go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Go ahead.
This is Dakuku from Akwokese.
Dakuku, you're welcome.
Let me tell you, you see what this year we are talking about the first agencies, what they are doing. Just call the name and name the name. Let people know the people are doing it. Not the army, not the. It was police. I do this. Starting people soon. From there, they do it. Look at the kind of people they arrested.
Dakuku, how do we eradicate the bad eggs?
What are they? Look at he's a good
Dakuku.
And the government is paying them.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I can't have that conversation with you if you're not listening to me. It's a direct question, and I think at this point we should learn how to provide answers to direct questions. All right, back to the messages. We're rounding off now. What's going on? Something is not right. What did I do? Hold on. Okay, we cannot stop police corruption in this country. We should leave them to continue until they meet their Waterloo. This one says, good day, Didi. If I meet Nigerian police and a criminal at the same time, I will humbly run to the criminal because I have seen hell in Nigeria police hand for nothing. This one says the way to end corruption in the force is to do it the way China does it. Kill them. Wow. Doing so would discourage others from being corrupt. Are you serious? Just killing people? Are you sure? I think there are some people that are not afraid to die. Good day, Denise. Corruption is embedded into the system. The Nigerian police is a shame. You can't take out corruption from the police. Good afternoon. Corruption is an agro-headed monster that is eating up the country, especially Nigeria police force. Do you know people are joining this force because of extortion and criminality? At the same time, many of them die untimely as a result of bribery and corruption. The police accused me of stealing an item. If not, where is my document? I got angry that day and went to look for my receipts, which I couldn't see, not knowing that I was wasting my time. I just called one of their colleagues I know only to tell me find them something. The money I had on me, which was 500 naira, they collected it. I think police uniforms should be changed and overhaul them with training. Emmanuel, one day we're stopped for searching on my way coming from the west. Having searched everybody, they called 2 guys in that bus at the corner for thorough searching. Before we know it, they have collected their 2 phones, threatening them that they are cop members. And if they refuse to send the money, they'll take them to the police station. They told our driver to stay clear, that they will call him after 5 minutes. To call the story short, when the pressure was much, those boys had no choice than to transfer 50k to them, and they released them. Nigeria police is the worst thing that can happen to you. And Jocko Chinedu Augustine from HA. Someone says, good day, listen to my voice notes. I'm sorry, I'm on duty. I can't listen to your voice notes. I think if you had something to say, you should either type it or call as opposed to sending a voice note. Thank you so much, everyone who has been a part of this conversation. You know, like I said, if I open the phone lines and I say, everybody call or send in your messages, how have you been, mistreated by the Nigerian police force? Whether it's harassment, whether it's extortion, how have they been engaged in crime in your area? I'm sure this conversation will not end today. The truth of the matter is, these are law enforcement agencies, and we expect them to uphold the law and not break the law. And if any one of them is caught in the act of breaking the law, then the law should take its course on them. It should not be a respecter of their uniform, because they did not respect the uniform when they were going about their shady deals. All right. My name is Denise Aniswalu. We go on a break, and the 2 to 3 o'clock hour, remember, we'll talk financial preparedness towards school resumption by parents. I will be having Saike Chiwogo, an educationist and a transformation agent, in the studio with me to have that conversation. Do stay tuned to us. We are Nigeria Info. And yes, the conversation continues on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, and Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On Telegram, Instagram and Threads is at Nigeria Info FM _PH. So stay tuned.